Aloha and welcome. I'm Representative Corinne Ching, and I'm host with Michael Goodrich.
Aloha.
Of Harnessing Heritage. And as you may know, if you've tuned in to our show before, we have created this show to show the relationship between historic preservation, our economy, a healthy community, and making sure that we have an important legacy to hand down to our children. Because there's so many issues that we deal with here at the state capitol that I do believe, and I think many of supporters of historic preservation see the connection between historic preservation and many of the issues that we deal with. We want a vital economy. We want to have healthy communities, and historic preservation plays a great role in that. And so today we have part 3 of our Harnessing Heritage show, where we're talking about ongoing projects, real projects right now that deserve and have earned the support and understanding of the community. And so we're very proud and honored to have with us today two people who have been on the front lines of a really important project, the Natatorium. And we have here with us Peter Apo, the president of the Peter Apo Company, and Ed Pskowski. I always want to make sure I pronounce that correctly. Hi. Managing Principal and Vice President of Leo A. Daly. And we're very grateful to have you here, both of you, today to talk about this important site, this important sacred memorial, the Natatorium. Peter, I'm going to talk a little. Peter,
sure.
I'm going to talk a little bit about your background. Peter Apo is the president of the Peter Apo Company, LLC, a cultural tourism consulting firm, and he is the founding member of the Native Hawaiian Hospitality Association, served as its past chairman, and was its director of culture and education. He currently chairs the Pacific Islanders in Communications, serves on the Chaminade University Board of Regents, and is the immediate past chair of the Historic Hawaii Foundation. He also sits on the board of the Hawaii Visitors and Convention Bureau and was recently appointed to the position of civilian aide to the U.S. Secretary of the Army for Hawaii by Secretary Peter Guerin. Peter Apo has also had a distinguished career in public service. In 1980, he was elected to the first Board of Trustees of the Office of Hawaiian Affairs, and in 1982 won election to the Hawaii State House of Representatives. Peter, so happy. He's very knowledgeable about what goes on here in this building, where he served for 14 years. In 1994, Honolulu Mayor Jeremy Harris appointed Peter to become the city's Director of Culture and the Arts. And in 1996, he assumed the position of Special Assistant on Hawaiian Affairs to Governor Ben Cayetano. He subsequently returned to the City and County of Honolulu as Director of the Waikiki Development. Good job there, too. He continues serving the community on numerous boards and commissions. Peter,
sounds
welcome.
like the Peter Apo show.
Well, it is. I tell you, Peter has done so much, and
I'm not looking for a job, you know.
Well, because you've got so many. But I tell you, people know when you're good, they're going to give you more jobs.
Well, let me go ahead and introduce Ed. Ed Pskowski is from Leo A. Daly, a large international planning architectural engineering firm. Leo Daly is a worldwide firm, and Ed is the managing principal, covering Hawaii, the Pacific Islands, and Asia. Ed has a master's degree in urban and regional planning from the University of Hawaii. Ed has worked on a variety of large projects in Hawaii, including the Ihilani Resort and the successful swimming lagoons, known for their good water quality and safety. Aloha, Ed.
Michael?
Thank you, Ed. Thank you, Peter. You know, maybe we can just open it up before we talk about the specifics and the Natatorium and your association with it. How do you feel that, historic preservation, what role does it play? Peter, maybe you could start in
Sure.
our everyday life in the state of Hawaii.
Well, historic preservation really is nothing more or less than trying to preserve a sense of place for any community. And a community is defined by its sense of place, and its sense of place is constructed by five things: sight, sound, five senses. And sense of place is constructed through an evolutionary process by which a community defines itself through its activities, through its life cycle. Unlike sea mammals, humans are the only species in the world that have hands that have the capability to construct and actually alter a built environment. And so we are lucky in the sense that we are able to preserve a sense of place, and that we're able to memorialize our existence by creating environments that celebrate ourselves and that represent at any given point in time what life was like and who we were and how we define ourselves.
Now, Peter,
Yes.
this memorial is to remember those who were in World War I. How far back? When was this built?
This was 1927.
Okay. So it's been around quite a long time.
Yeah.
It actually opened up in August 27 on the birthday of Duke Kahanamoku.
Oh, my goodness.
And the Duke was the first person to swim in the pool.
That's important. And that's important to our tourism industry, right? I mean, when I travel, and my husband, prior to our baby, did a lot more travel. But I would be so interested in learning, not just, yes, it's nice to go have fun and maybe go out to eat and all that sort of thing, but it was about learning about someone else's culture. And when I went to New Orleans, I said, honey, we have got to go see Bourbon Street. We've got to go see these interesting things that we don't have at home. I even want to see a voodoo doll. I want to see this. I want to see that. And I think that that's why when we looked at places to visit, I wanted to go to New Orleans because I thought it had a rich cultural aspect to it. And this is so important because I think, then I'm going to spend my money in New Orleans. And I'm thinking, Hawaii, are we maximizing on that?